Welcome, everyone, to the Dr. Blue Duck podcast. And summer is ending. Sadly, summer is ending. Now, I'm a high school art teacher, so I did summer school, but I've had about a month off of just free time. And I've been really using that time this summer to spend it with my wife and my two boys. We've been gaming a lot on the Switch 2, playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, and Mario Odyssey, and the GOAT game, as my 5-year-old calls it, which is Goat Simulator 3, I believe. Yeah, Goat Simulator 3. And of course, since I have a 5-year-old, Minecraft. I've been playing a little bit of Fortnite and a little bit of Call of Duty too with some of my friends on Thursday nights. But today I played a game that was old school. It was actually an arcade game at the movie theater, and that is the Terminator arcade game. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's the one where it actually has the guns and you aim it. Now, I haven't played this game in years, and I told my son it was one of my favorite arcade games. Put in some tokens and picked it up, and I was thinking this thing was going to be like how I remember it back in the day, with just great aim, and it just had lag. I felt like if I moved it a little bit, it was accurate, but then too much, it was not accurate, and it was just nothing from my memory. So I don't know if you've ever experienced that before, where a game held special memories with you, and then when you went back and played it, you're like, man, this kind of sucks. It's not what you remembered it to be back in the day. Kind of a fun story with that, we went to go see Garfield. Yes, the movie Garfield at a movie theater, because they had these special $1 tickets, but it costs $1 for processing as well. So they're really like $2 tickets. So we did that, spent like $20 on candy, which was, it was fun. We saw the movie, and then afterwards, my little baby boy, my 1-year-old, almost 2-year-old, and my 5-year-old wanted to do some of the arcade games, and then they had the classic, or should I say notorious or infamous, claw machine. You guys know the claw that comes down, and it just kind of, here's the stuffed animal, and it just kind of comes and just goes, and it never delivers. Costs about $1 to do, but you never win anything. And if you do, it's like a miraculous situation. So my son, of course, my 5-year-old, wants one of the stuffed animals. I mean, what kid does not want a stuffed animal out of a claw machine? So I was like, okay, son, I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to put in some tokens, some of our money, and just to show you that it doesn't work. Daddy's not being mean. I'm not just saying no to be mean or anything. I'm going to show you that this does not work. So I put in some tokens. I started the machine. The claw went out. It went over one of the toys. Actually, I brought it right over Marvin the Martian. You guys know that guy, Marvin the Martian, good old Looney Tunes. And the claw goes down, picks up Marvin the Martian, and I'm explaining to my son, okay, this is what's going to happen. It's going to clamp onto the toy. It's going to begin to pick up the toy, and it picks up the toy. I go, but then it's going to either fall out or it's not going to make it to the ends. And I go, see, son, look, it's going to fall out. But it didn't fall out. It actually dropped in the right area, and he got a toy. So I was kind of demonstrating to him that those claw machines are always ripoffs, but I kind of did the opposite. I showed that it actually works. So I don't know what was up with that. I don't have any great claw machine skill or anything like that. I remember my dad being good at it when I was little. He could always do it when I could never do it. But somehow something happened, and I won him a Marvin the Martian stuffed animal. So you might think that's a great thing, and this is the end of the story, but that is not the case, because for those dads out there that have 2 kids, that baby boy was watching. And when he saw his big brother get a stuffed animal, did he applaud in victory or did he cry? And he was like, he doesn't talk a whole lot, so he was just like, kind of upset that he didn't get one. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? So I put in a couple more tokens to try to win him one. And it's just, it was not happening. Just the classic, like the claw would come down, just kind of do this thing, or I would pick it up a little bit and just drop it. So it was not working. So my wife and I had to kind of have a little discussion and think, what are we going to do? How are we going to problem solve this? So we looked around the movie theater and we saw some movie toys. They had this Superman dog, and it was about like $15. I think it was a little bit over $15 for this little tiny stuffed animal toy. So we're like, should we just splurge and buy that so our almost 2-year-old is happy and doesn't feel neglected or left out? My wife did something. She said no. She goes, put in another $5, get some tokens. And she goes, you're going to win it. I believe in you. I believe you can do it. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. My wife here has way more faith in me than I do. So because I'm like, I'm not going to win this thing. I just lucked out the first time. I'm going to end up spending $20 trying to win something, and I'm still not going to win it. And we're going to go back to buying the $15 toy dog at the ends. But, she believed in me. So I went, gave it a try. It didn't work. Gave it another try. It didn't work. And then on the third try, it went down. It picked up this like fun emoji blue stuffed animal toy, picked it up and dropped it. And of course, our baby boy, our 1-year-old who's about to be 2, got a stuffed animal toy as well. So victory, miraculous situation. That's my arcade gaming dad story of today as summertime is ending. So I'm curious, gaming dads out there, do you take your kids to the arcade to play games? And if you do you ever do the claw machine, and do you win? So I'll catch you guys next time. As always, be kind, use your mind, and game on.